completed successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
The tackle.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
on 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Cousins to throw it this time. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Cousins. As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Carson. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Brought down at the
now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the right, and it's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Wilson, flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
complete.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Cousins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Now he's forced out left. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Nice pickup.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The Vikings are in for a touchdown. Leonard back and find what's the importance there in the passing game.
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point try by Bailey. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Good. That ties the game at 21 apiece. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Wilson. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction. On 1st down, Cook. And for one of
times here today. This run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Cousins to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tackle and now some room. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
5-yard pickup.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is gone. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football in the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.